a voice emerging from the quiet streets of Wigan, is now shaping the global sound of Christmas. In recent years, few young artists have captured widespread seasonal attention quite like British vocalist Lucy Thomas, whose steady rise from a local performer to an internationally recognized holiday voice has become a recurring point of interest for music analysts and reporters alike. What began as a modest introduction to the public through her appearance on The Voice Kids UK quickly evolved into a digital phenomenon, where her recordings demonstrated not only exceptional range, but a rare consistency in tonal control that drew impressive viewer retention metrics across multiple platforms. News outlets have observed that her holiday performances, particularly those released in the past 2 winter seasons, show an unusually strong spike in engagement compared to standard cover song trends. Industry trackers have also noted that her fanbase spans across varied age groups, a pattern uncommon for emerging singers and often reserved for long-established holiday icons. This broad appeal has positioned Thomas as a developing cultural touchpoint during the festive period, with viewers frequently describing her renditions as comforting, uplifting, and unexpectedly moving. Analysts suggest this emotional accessibility may explain the heightened global interest during Christmas months. As her catalog expands, audiences continue to respond to the sincerity and clarity of her vocal style, factors that have now made her a recurring topic of holiday season reporting. What happened next after her television debut would set the foundation for a new digital holiday sensation. Following her initial rise on mainstream television, Lucy Thomas transitioned into an online environment that allowed her to refine her artistic identity while reaching a significantly broader audience than traditional broadcasting alone could provide. Media monitoring reports indicate that her early uploads established a pattern: consistent viewer return rates, above-average watch duration, and rapid community formation. These metrics became even more pronounced during winter seasons, when her interpretations of classic Christmas titles began circulating widely. Unlike many young artists who experience a temporary spike in visibility, Thomas maintained a steady trajectory upward, prompting commentators to highlight her adaptability and strategic packing. Analysts point out that her content release schedule, particularly around December, demonstrates a strong understanding of digital timing, with her holiday covers arriving during periods of high seasonal demand. This intentional alignment contributed to a feedback loop. Her audience grew, the algorithm responded favorably, and her visibility increased further. Additionally, vocal specialists have noted her ability to preserve emotional nuance even in well-known songs, allowing her performances to feel fresh rather than derivative. This approach positioned her not merely as a young singer releasing seasonal music, but as an emerging voice capable of influencing the broader holiday music landscape. The consistency of her tone, paired with the measurable yearly growth of her platform, has solidified her status as a recurring figure of interest in entertainment reporting. Coverage intensified when one of her holiday uploads unexpectedly surged beyond typical view count trends. The turning point in Lucy Thomas' digital rise, especially from a news perspective, can be traced to the performance of her holiday releases on YouTube. Analysts observe that one particular video, filmed with minimal production effects yet displaying remarkable vocal control, began circulating rapidly across international viewers. Reports attribute the spike to 3 measurable factors: emotional resonance, cross-platform sharing, and algorithmic reinforcement. In an era where holiday covers routinely appear online, it is uncommon for a single rendition to outperform thousands of competing versions, yet Thomas' video repeatedly appeared in user recommendation feeds. Industry observers began referencing this pattern as an example of organic seasonal elevation, a phenomenon where content spreads without paid promotion purely due to viewer reaction. Her performance style, characterized by steady vibrato, precise control, and a tone often described as warm or crystalline, contributed to widespread shares across regions including North America, Europe, and Australia. What made these numbers newsworthy was the sustained retention. Viewers were not merely clicking in. They were staying through the entire performance, a key indicator of emerging cultural influence in the digital music space. As data reports continued, it became clear this upward trend was not a one-off occurrence, but a repeatable outcome linked to Thomas' unique vocal presence during the holiday season. The release of her holiday renditions signaled a shift, drawing attention from analysts who rarely cover vocalists of her age group. When Lucy Thomas began releasing her interpretations of White Christmas, Silent Night, and other winter classics, entertainment reporters noted a distinct change in how audiences responded. Her approach relied not on heavy production but on vocal purity, which gave the recordings a sense of intimacy often absent from modern holiday releases. This stylistic choice resonated deeply with listeners, particularly in markets where traditional Christmas music carries strong emotional weight. Data from audience engagement reports revealed that her December uploads consistently outperformed her non-seasonal content, suggesting that her voice had become closely associated with the holiday atmosphere itself. Music experts have commented that her phrasing, deliberate yet fluid, creates a sense of calm that aligns with the nostalgic qualities many viewers seek during the season. Additionally, her continuous rise in subscribers during the winter months prompted speculation about what her long-term role in holiday music might become. Some analysts have begun comparing her trajectory to early career patterns seen in established seasonal performers, noting that her audience perceives her interpretations as both classic and contemporary. This dual appeal is rare and has contributed to her emerging identity as a winter season favorite within the global online music community.